Okay, you guys. Hello, this is Bev. Welcome to my channel, Fabulously Functional. Well, this video is about helping me to get more functional in this kitchen. I went and I found these dividers and little things to put in my drawer. And this drawer that I'm talking about has a lot of the utensils that I use in my kitchen, but a lot of the utensils I don't use. And so I'm doing a video of organizing the largest drawer in my kitchen that contains a lot of the utensils that I use. And I just want you to see how painstaking this is going to be for me to clean out this drawer of all these things that I think I need and that I think I'm using, but I'm not using. I'm not using them often enough for them to occupy the space that they occupy in the drawer that I reach into every day to pick up things to cook with. So I've got these little dividers and trays where I'm going to do some dividing. I'm also going to do some purging. But I want you to see it. I want you to see this drawer first. I pulled it out and I set it up on this table. And so I want you to see this drawer. It's a mess. And you know, when I'm cooking, this is what you hear when I get ready to cook. This is what you hear until I find that one thing I'm looking for. Well, part of being productive, what I'm learning is part of being productive is eliminating what you don't need. Amen. And hanging on to those things that you do need. Eliminating what's unnecessary and hanging on to what is necessary for you to be productive and to move forward in a timely fashion. Okay? So that's why I'm going to complete this video in a timely fashion. So here we go. Okay. I want you to see this drawer. Look at this, y'all. Look. Now, there's some nice little things in here. But I don't use all this to cook every day. I do not use all this to cook every day. In fact, you all can probably look in this drawer and pick out and identify the items that you've seen me use. And I know you haven't seen me use all of this stuff. So we gotta sort through. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this drawer the other way. I'm going to turn it this way now. And we're going to begin to pull some things out of here. Okay? I'll pull some things out of here. Okay, so I've got this. I don't even think I have the coffee maker for this one anymore. So why I still have it, I'm clueless. Now I'm going to bring the trash can in here too. All right, got my trash can. All right, so this, I don't even have the coffee pot anymore. Gone. Okay, this, I barely use this container. Why it's even in this drawer, I don't know, other than it's convenient. But I usually shake up my husband's dressings in here sometimes. So I don't know. I think I'm going to hang on to it. But it definitely does not need to be in this drawer. So we're going to put that over there. This is another container that I use to store in or to shake up a dressing in or something like that. I'm going to close it up. Definitely does not need to be in this drawer. I don't know why it's in here. Okay, now this goes to my dishwasher. It's those little flaps that you find in your dishwasher that they snap down. I don't know why. I think for like when you're washing something where the water pressure can like push it up, and so you close this down inside the basket so that it doesn't escape while the wash cycle is going on. But should it be in this drawer? Probably not. Okay, these are my sauce dishes. I put my dipping sauces in here when I set them on the plates. I don't know that they should go in here, but I'm going to set them over here to the side. I also have my ramekins. My rankins, how do you say that? Whatever. You can bake in these dishes, but I usually put things in here when I'm cooking and baking, or I put ingredients here when I'm cooking, or I also use this as a dipping sauce pan. So I'm going to put the dipping sauce dishes here. Now this baster, I put the needle inside. Now I know I'm not using this baster. You know why? Because I was using this baster to baste meat. Okay? I have not cooked a bird. This is for basting meat. Because it has a needle where you put it in there, and right now I don't think I have to baste any vegetables or infuse any vegetables with anything. So do I need this? No. This is going to go to the get rid of it pile. I don't think I should throw it away, but I can, take it to Goodwill or something. These salad tongs, I've used them before. They're a little chipped right here. Probably not going to be using them no more. Throwing them away. Now this is from Pampered Chef. Very nice piece that my husband bought me. But I think you've seen me cooking. I rarely use this. But it's designed to cut greens. You put the greens in there and you slice them. It's a huge double-bladed pair of scissors. Okay? And you use it to cut your greens or to cut really anything. I really probably should use them more. It's a safer way to chop up things, but I don't know. I just feel more comfortable laying it on a cutting board and doing like this. So I don't know. Maybe I'll hang on to them. I'll put these kind of at the back of the drawer as opposed to in the front of the drawer where I'm trying to get to the stuff I really want and can't get to it. But these are from Pampered Chef. They're really good, but I don't use them. What do you think I should do with things that I don't use? If my husband were here, he would be like, get rid of it. In fact, he believes if you haven't used it in a year, you really should get rid of it. Give it away, throw it away, whatever. Okay, so that's this. I'm going to set this over here for now as we go through this drawer. This is a lid to another container. These are cake decorating tips. This goes to my griddle. This is what catches the oil when you're doing griddle, when you're grilling something on the griddle. So this really, I don't know if it should just stay in the griddle and out of this drawer, but that's what this is. This is Be Sodium Smart Drain and Rinse. Do I need this? No. Okay. This is my can opener by Pampered Chef. This thing does a wonderful job. When, I have the larger cans that I can't put on my electric one. So I have this Pampered Chef one. And the one thing I like about this particular can opener with the Pampered Chef one is that it cuts the can from the side so that you don't have the sharp edges that you have on cans and lids once you've opened them. So this cuts in a way where there's no sharp edges because it cuts along the side of the lid as opposed to right on top. So I love this. I'm going to hang on to that. This is just another serving spoon, which I could probably give up because I don't use it. This is a Tupperware ice cream scooper that was designed to, from the heat in your hand, designed to scoop up very easily because the heat in your hand transfers to this and you can scoop. But you weren't supposed to put it in the dishwasher. I know that we have destroyed this. We have put it in the dishwasher. And so it does not scoop. It doesn't have the heating mechanism to scoop with. Plus, I have a scooper that I use all the time. This is the one we use all the time. We use this one more than we use this one. So I've got to decide which one I want to keep and which one I want to give away. Why don't we just lay the one that I use all the time right there and put this one over here. This is, I believe, Pampered Chef. I'm not sure. Something my husband bought me, but it cores the pineapples. It's a pineapple core. I never use this. And the first time I tried, it was like a wrestling match. trying to use this thing. So I typically do not use this. I'm going to put it in the I don't use it pile. Here's another very nice serving spoon. But I don't use it. These came with my new non-stick pans. And so what they do is they protect you from scratching up your pans. I do use them with my non-stick. So I think I better hang on to those. This is a deeper ladle that I rarely use. I really don't use this one at all. I use my stainless steel ladles that are in the dishwasher right now and that sit on the side of the stove in my little canister. So I don't use those. Potato masher. Occasionally I will use this potato masher to mash up some potatoes. This right here, I love this thing, and I use this thing a lot. I used to use it with meat. It's great for chopping up meat, but I haven't been using it as much because, of course, we are plant-based now. So this would be like to chop up something that I want to chop up like this. I don't know if I should hang on to it or not. It's probably more of a potato masher now. These two do pretty much the same thing. This is harder to clean, though. So, I don't know. We shall see. Now, these go to my hand mixer. I do need these. These are my hand mixer. These are for grabbing things out of deep frying. I do not use these a lot. I just don't. So I'll put that up there. This is my plastic whisk. Need that. This goes over here. This goes to my grill. That goes to my grill. This is a scale that no longer works. So why I still have it, I don't know. Okay. So hang on to stuff. Here's another spoon that I do not use. This I use all the time. Because I have this, I rarely use these now. I don't use them. Some of the stuff I may give to my daughter, because a lot of these kind of little utensils she doesn't have, like a strainer like this. For a small amount of food, she doesn't have that. So maybe I'll give these to Jasmine. But now that I have this, I rarely use these at all. So I'm going to put these over. I forget what this even is. I think this is a you put your garlic down on a plate and you roll this thing on your garlic and it comes up through here and you get your minced garlic that way. But rarely do I use this. So I'm going to put this over here. This guard is for my slicer. Occasionally I'll use it. But it does go to the slicer, so I'm going to hang on to that. These go to my standing mixer, and they are the dough hooks. So when I'm making dough, these go to my standing mixer. So I'm going to hang on to that. This goes to one of my crock pots. This goes to one of my crock pots. And what you do is you hook this on the back of the crock pot. And what happens is you have somewhere to put your lid. When you're opening up your crock pot, you take the lid off, you hook the lid on the back of this thing, and it just holds it in place. It's great, if you're catering and you're serving, you need somewhere to put the lid. So that when people get done serving themselves, you can put the lid back on to keep the food warm. That's what this goes to. I probably should set it inside the crock pot. Even though I don't use it, it doesn't need to be in this drawer. Alright, here's another piece to my dishwasher that can go in. This goes to my standing mixer, and I'm trying to figure out where the other one is. Oh, here it is. These are the spindles for my standing mixer. I need those. This, what is this? I don't even know what this is. Can y'all believe that? I don't even know what this is. Oh, I know what this is. This goes to my, this is how I loosen up the front of my, yeah. This goes to my juicer. So I better hang on to that. So if that little thing gets tight, this is how I loosen it up with this. All right, this is how you clean off your garlic. You put this little thing, your garlic in there, and you roll it, and then the garlic comes out peeled. Don't like it. Love this. This is my corn cobber. I use this all the time when I cut the corn off the cob. These pieces go to my food slicer. This is one of my bamboo spoons. These are my measuring cups. This is my juicer for my lemons, my juicer for my limes. Definitely use those. Now here's my garlic crusher. You all have seen me use this. This is the one I use all the time. Again, some more cake decorating tips that haven't even been opened. I'm not doing a lot of cake baking and decorating these days. I don't even know if I should hang on to them. But anyway, I'm going to put them over here because I'm not using them. Orange peeler. Not using it. This goes to my juicer. That's a second emulsifier. This is my Melon Baller. I only have one of those when I do make melon balls. This is my cookie scooper and my small scooper that I use a lot. This is my wine bottle corkscrew. I have one of these. I don't use it all the time, but when I do get a bottle of vegan wine, which I do, a bottle of every now and then I buy a bottle of a red vegan wine that I'll sip on from time to time, or even cook with in some of my Italian dishes that call for tomato sauce or marinara. It just brings out the flavor. Red wine just sets off a tomato sauce or marinara when you're making pasta. And which reminds me, I need to do some more pasta because I've got a box of pasta that these people sent me and I have not used it all. So right here, I'm gonna need that. This is the only rolling pin I have. I need that. Okay, this is my second set of measuring cups, which because of the way I bake and cook, I usually have one set that's dirty and one set that's clean. So this gives me a second set, 2 sets, and so I'm going to keep that. These are shake-up balls that I don't have the shake-ups to. This is a lid that goes to something. Another one of these things that go in the dishwasher over here. This is one of my very nice soft spatulas. This is my another silicone silicone, this is a silicone brush for when I'm basting food. These are all mason jar lids that really don't go in here, and they're kind of rusted and whatnot, so I'm gonna just the ones that are rusted, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of them. This right here is to help me clean out. Uh-oh, something went down. This right here is to help me clean out my garlic press. So you take this thing, you put it down in there, and it cleans the garlic press out. So I do need to hang on to that. This goes over one of my peelers. Trash. Now this is wonderful. Okay, so you put this over a mason jar. This was gifted to me with a book about canning. And you put this over a mason jar with the mason jar lid, and you pour whatever sauce or whatever oil dressing mix you've made, and you pour it through this little lid. Do I use it on a daily? No. Because I don't use it on a daily, I'm going to put it over here. I'm not getting rid of it, but I am going to put it over here. I don't remember what this is. Anybody know what this is? I don't know what that is. Say goodbye. I know what this is. This is the guard for this blade right here. So I'm going to keep that because that's a good thing. This is the ring that was on my measuring cups. Don't need it. It's another lid to another Tupperware dish right here. It's a shake up I use to make dressings. Gotta put it over here. Doesn't need to be in this drawer. Another piece to my decorating. This heart is the heart I use to make those heart-shaped pancakes for Valentine's Day. Do I use it all the time? No. So it needs to go back to where it was with all the other cookie cutters. Alright, so the drawer is now empty, y'all. Look at this. It is empty. Now, I wish you could see all the food particles and seeds and stuff that have fallen in here when I've been cooking. So I've got to pick this drawer up. Well, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Hold your mute. I've got some antibacterial wipes that I'm just going to use to wipe out the drawer. Wipe out the drawer on this side, around the edges. Looking at this little towel, this drawer was kind of dirty, y'all. Okay, and then I'm gonna dump these crumbs over here in the sink, and then continue to wipe. I got sesame seeds and all kind of seeds in this drawer. Okay, so the drawer is nice and clean. Look at that. Okay, so I've got to organize all these things that I do use on a regular basis and put them back. See all these things? Put them back in this drawer. Well, look at here. This is what I found over at Meijer. I paid $11. It was back on. It was in back clearance. So I've got these containers. I'm gonna open it up. Okay, it has these wonderful containers. Okay, so I've got these. I've got these. I've got this one. And then I've got this very large one. So this over here is the front of my drawer. So I'm going to situate these little boxes like this. Maybe like this. How about that? Or like this. Yay! Like that, okay? So, I have all these boxes up front. This is going to be stuff I'm using on a daily basis. I'll put it up front. And all the other stuff that I don't use on a daily basis is going to go to the back of the drawer in these spaces that do not have containers. The reason I chose white is because when these little buckets get dirty, you can clearly see the dirt. And so then you take your utensils out, you wash these little things out, clean out your drawer real quick, and then put all the stuff back in. So, I think I'm going to start with, I do use these non-stick utensils for my non-stick pans. I use the spatula a lot and this whisk, and every now and then I'll need, well, you know, really the slotted ones, and this, I don't use these, but I'm going to put them to the back because I don't use those a lot. All right, now, I do use my rolling pin all the time, but do I need it in these sections? No. And second of all, they can't fit. This does not fit in this drawer. So I'm going to put that in the back. My juicers, I think they can go in here. My juicers can go in here. My measuring cups, I'm going to put a set of measuring cups I'm going to put inside of that container. My Pampered Chef garlic crusher can go right over here. These little dishes that I use for my sauces, I'm going to put those in here with my measuring cups. Okay, what do you think? Think that's a good idea? My corkscrew can go in the back. I don't use that a lot. I do use my scoopers often. I use them often. So I think I'm going to put them in here with the Pampered Chef garlic crusher and my juicers. I'm not always using these with my stand-up mixer. So I'm going to put those to the back until I need them. I'm not always using my guard for my slicer. But my slicer isn't even in this drawer. So if my slicer is not in this drawer, well, I'm just going to put it in the back. But I'm going to tell you what, this is looking real good already. My corn cobber, I can put in here. My silicone brush, I can put in here. My spatula, I can put probably over here. This spatula that I use. All right, now this is a very large strainer. I don't use it. I use it more than I use those other strainers. But it's large enough where it can really go to the back. It has to go to the back. Okay, along with this. My can opener. I rarely use this one, but I love it when I have the bigger cans. So I'm just going to put it to the back as well. I'm going to go ahead and put the potato masher to the back. This piece that goes to my crock pot to the back. This goes to my juicer to the back. These go to my hand mixer. These will be going to the front because I do use those. This Melon Baller, that's going to the back. My extra strainer for my juicer, it can go to the back, really. It can go to the back. The cleaning piece for my Pampered Chef piece, I'm going to just stick that in one of these little drawers right here. And this needs to go where my slicer is, really. But I'm just going to go ahead and put it. I'm going to put these in this drawer right here. And this is one of my favorite bamboo spoons. I have a full set of bamboo spoons sitting over here beside the stove right here. So I literally can just stick that one in there with the rest of them. Okay. Now, all these other things that I put to the side, these pieces that go to my dishwasher, I'm going to hang on to them, but guess where they're going? To the back, out of my way, out of the way of all the stuff that I use on a regular basis. Now I'm going to slide this closer. I'm going to raise up this camera just a little bit. And I want you to now see this drawer. In fact, I'm going to turn it sideways. So you can now see the after. We have organized and cleaned out this drawer, y'all. Look. I need to probably back it up this way. Now you can see the drawer. Okay? See how much more that is organized and just ready for me to find things right away. Now, some things are missing because they're in the dishwasher here. I do want to add, that fell on the floor here, this other piece, the part that goes to my griddle. I'm just going to put this back here. Why? Because I need it, but I don't use it often. So it's going to the back. This is what I don't use on a regular. This is what I use on a regular. Okay. Let's see. I have other utensils that are still in the dishwasher and that are drying. Okay, this is just the cup that goes to this set. And this is my other, if you will, I think I'm going to put those two over here and leave those over there. And then I have another one of my, I love this rubber spatula. I'm going to use that one all the time. I'm going to put it in there. These I use all the time, but they stay in the container over here. That's next to my stove. Okay. All right. So